He became drinker and she became mother. She knew that one day she'd be one or the other. You want to see Jumping Harris, the new spider? Well, oh, Dolly says, oh God, not the bloody spider again. He was really funny last night, or she. I gave him 2 more spiders as friends. 2 woodlice and a worm. I'm just curious as, well, do you know what? You can't have a setup without wondering what they like to do, can you? Anyway, so when I put the new milk, I call it milk spider, them really long, crawly, tiny pin spiders that turn up everywhere. Oh, there's one up there actually. First of all, because I just saw it and I quickly caught it and stuck it in. But they go high up and he seems to be a down low one. He doesn't web, I don't think. And when I tried to get him out of the outside tank to put him in, he jumped really high. So he's a jumping Harris. Called Agatha. It's true. For the agitation partly and the mystery for Agatha Christie. And we're going to solve this damn mystery. What else have I given him? Piece of jam. No, I haven't. I can't remember. I put some little bit of compost in there. There's a bit of composting to start with. Well, carrot and something, because flies should go on that. And if he eats flies, it should be a source of live food. But then I was playing with the lights and bits of paper and how they'd move away or be attracted to different colours. And then also when you turn the lights off, they still release a sort of light, don't they? But when I was playing with because I've got like a little LED torch, and that throws a sort of bluey purple light, doesn't it? And when I turned, I think it's gone again now. When I turned it, I was trying to move it so it wasn't shining on, and when I was turning it around to change the light, and should we call it a vivarium in the old fish tank? And it just completely disappeared when I turned it around. So within seconds, it had hidden away, probably in his little house. I don't know where he was gone. He's so cute though. And the other time, then I found another tiny spider on the I harvested some borage last night. When I went to chop that up, this tiny little spider crawled off it, a cute little black one. I didn't really want to hurt him, but I put him in anyway. How do I put them in? Down the feeding hole. I don't want him to jump on me and jump out and be lost in the house quite yet. But I think he can probably crawl out under the lid. How safe do I feel? Safe enough. I tend to find the little bleeders before. You can't really see much in there at the moment. Is he called Milky Joe's milk spider? Look, he's built a web up the top. I don't suppose you can see, but he's just that white dot there, suspended high. So, I don't know where he's gone. How do I know? Because I just got folders, like a folder there, and the red folder there with a green piece of paper over it. But shining light in a certain place. Last night, this light, like on the stone or on his house, he'd then go and lie on the house. So, but then he got tired and went to bed, so I left him alone. I could see his face screeching through the tiles. And there's a piece of like old, what did I put? Because they do like carrion sometimes. It's sort of, I think it's a dead skin, don't they? So they can be, I think it's sort of a yeastiness that it gives off. There's a bit of old sheep's wool in there that I picked off a fence in Scotland and had it in a bag, so I was going to do some felting with it, and I dipped it in sort of sugar water, just dipped the ends in sugar water, so that's in his house. He's not a great swimmer either. When he was outside in the lid thing, there was some water and I came out and found him lying on his back in it. I don't know why I'd gone in the water, but he was, so there's no actual water in there at the moment, but just that bit of old damp wall that he can lick at the moment. Somebody had shot the head off the orchid in the night, so I think they're going for the spider, to be honest. Which was supposed to be there for his enrichment. He likes the green lights. So that was fun anyway. I just want to see how big he gets before anything. Before I start making wild assumptions about what to do with him. Does he throw spines like tarantulas? I don't know, probably. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a fucking womble. A Wuhan womble. He probably does everything. Probably a ninja spider. Probably. That's why I put loads of others in there, so he can choose who he wants to be like. You might want to be a web spinning milk ninja. You never know, do you? I doubt it, he says. I doubt it, he says. I sent them out all sterile. They won't breed. Unless they're really happy. Then they start tapping their feet on the floor. Dancing. That's why it's got Dancing Queen on top. Amarilla's Dancing Queen. Also called Agatha, isn't she? Yeah, suck your lips in, go on. Suck your cheeks in. You scrawny little child. Let's uncover the borage and let's see how that's going to go. I was thinking, I watched briefly on YouTube last night, well, it was in Google News actually, the Slug Protection Agency, or something, I've forgotten who it was, what, some bug society anyway, talking about slugs and how we've got so many different sorts of slugs, which was quite interesting. And only like 4 of the 29 species we have are harmful or damaging to the garden or something. But I had been thinking about this anyway, about how because I was watching snails the other day just crawl over the surface of the plants, probably eating what's ever on the surface, maybe mould spores or something. And how then possibly they sometimes might eat plants, or slugs the same, as like a medicinal thing. Or they're just bastards, both. Because they keep going on that lemon thyme around the corner. I thought maybe they've got they've got dicky tummies. I don't know. I forgot to cover it up last night though. What sort of slug was that? It was like a little acorn slug. It was about the size of an acorn. I keep finding them at the moment. They're not bad looking things, but I've got loads of different slugs in this garden. And tiny little ones. We hate them. We call them leech slugs. They just chew the corners off everything to let you know they've been around. What's a banana slug? It's a big long slug that looks yellow. And they're called banana slugs because they look like bananas. And leopard slugs are like that, but with a leopard pattern. We used to get leopard slugs and banana slugs in the garage. They're about 6 inches long. Right, what are we doing with these? Putting them that way so the moisture goes back into the ground at least. They've all been chewed. What's in my compost bin? Compost. Loads of stuff. Someone's chewing these underneath the ground. It's carrot flies. It's something horrible. Wow, do you know what? And the sunflower's taking a good... Oh, Henry Rollins. Never mind. Just think how I'm helping nature, I suppose. Putting all this work in for them. We only need one cow to succeed, essentially, don't we? And this one, those currently look okay. I lost another pack shore yesterday. I don't know what happened to that, but it turned up its toes. Get some more seeds. I will do. I remember this morning as well, I haven't even gone into my overdraft yet. Not that I'm, belting on about it, but I have actually still got money in the bank this week. I could go to town, but also I could wait, couldn't I? I could see if I could start, functioning within my what? Capital spend. Lived in a world full of age reservations and multi-notions. She said that she's subtle. What will I do then? Think about paying off my phone bill. And all the what? The backdraft that comes with not paying it on time. Christ's sake. Fucking financial world. The water bill though, do you know what originally narked me off about that? Half of it was all those kids that lived in my house. When I was dragged off to hospital by my son reported me running around naked apparently. I've been in my garden wearing a fucking t-shirt to do something. They turned up and demanded I do something. I was in a stinking mood, so I just stormed outside in my nightshirt. And the next minute I knew, it was reported I was running up and down the street naked. It's like, well, that's not quite what happened, is it? Actually, you dramatists. But there we go. Who wants to listen to the crazy old biddy who was, throwing shapes as usual? Never mind. Could be you one day, Hope it is. Hope it damn well is. I hope it's you that no one wants to listen to. Crumbs. Right. How are we going to do this? I'm going to go up or down. Right, that's that. Porridge has all been chewed in that corner. Who shot the head off my orchid? Didn't I just snap it? No. Maybe the spider did it with his brain because I'd stuck it in an entrapment unit. That could have happened then. What did I do with the flowers? I put them in a vase. I put them in the Jägermeister cup, actually. I had a shot of orchid. So, that's my May Day surprise. I got a bouquet of orchids as well. I did put a vase out. There's something to do with, what did I put in it? That's also significant, the flowers you get on May Day. I put forget-me-nots, because I had them. Cowslips, because that was the other thing with flowers, and dead nettles, which made me chuckle, which is like dead stings, isn't it? So, it was fun. I'll show you. That's all I had in the garden, so that's what we put in. Well, I won't be bothered to do anything else. No, I've got the orchid as well, which is what, it's different things to different people, isn't it? And, I don't know what, it's not important. Also, I learned these things are called bulblets, I think. What do you call them? On another thing. On the top of the flowers, and then they just tuck into the ground, which I was doing anyway, and they should seed next year. They're the seed heads. So I've been tucking them in. Oh, well, I did some this morning anyway. She said that she thought all the friends had left her to drink from the bottle. So she married a Texan. A Texter, probably. She married a Texter. Live in a world full of age reservations. Right. Should I cover those? Oh, I'll tell you what else happened yesterday, which was pretty fun. One of these beans, I think, started to show. Some ground ones. Maybe not. Maybe it was my imagination. Pretty sure it did though. I'll have to wait and see. Wait and see again. I think I imagined it. Oh no, it's there, look. It's just being born. Can you see? Armstrong stringers. You'd be like Armstrong if you eat those. You eat Armstrong. It's like Popeye, but that's probably like a frog. So we've got such big arms. Yesterday he's been eating my beans. It wasn't the mouse at all. So that's pretty fun. God's sake, put the bottle back on it. He wants it to be warm. Makes it try harder to grow. I'll wash it. I've got the glass over. Actually, that's the warmest one. One line in a beautiful sea. Right, I'm going to put the bottle over over his head. I just feel like doing it. It makes it look. What do you mean? I should put these over the ground to cover it up. Keep some moisture in. Follow my own instructions. It's going to be hot. Habit forming, habit grooving, isn't it? It's called. When you keep having to do something so you remember to do it all the time. I don't do anything new. Habit grooving. That was in a book I read years ago about smoothie diets. I don't think it was just, about the smoothie diet. It was just about habit forming. And they call it habit grooving. When you're grooving a new habit, making it a regular thing. Or whatever it's called. I've said it 3 times, but I still can't get the words proper. And how many times do you have to do it before it becomes a regular habit? An action thing. Habit. Don't say habit, it makes it sound what? Is that why that bottle's upside down there? Well, I was just watching it, yeah. Because then it's gonna... What's it gonna do? Like, the bottle should warm up and then draw the moisture into the bottle, and then it should go back into the ground, shouldn't it? In theory. I suppose. Oh, I can't do those ones in a minute. Do them now. I'll just put it all back. I've just put it all down again. You're not coming downstairs having breakfast and you don't properly. I hate you so much. I wish you weren't my mum. I want to let some of the germs blow off first. I give 5 minutes blowing germs off, and then I'll cover it up. That sounds like an excuse. Oh, I suppose. I wish I kept the other spider now. I'm mother to a spider, that's what. La 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 la. Nothing object, she said that she's got all the friends that left her to drink from the bottle. I hate that. I took my phone charger downstairs already. I can't find it. It's like Blue's Clues. I was wondering about spiders, if they're like wasps, because wasps only like attack you if they're hungry, don't they? Well, to a point. Isn't it supposed to be at certain times of the year when food is scarce and they want sugar or something? This is why they go for things like beer, apparently. So they get tetchy at that time of year. I read once. I know it's chill, not. It's another one of those things that I've been told. So I'll put my orchids in that for now. The head of the orchid plant with the, what's it called? The kites on it. Still rolling. How annoying that is. Still laughing, Monk. It's still got some over there though at the moment. I was laughing because I've got a spider called Agatha. A jumping spider. It jumped so much though, it made me jump. It made me scream. I wasn't expecting it to jump. Luckily it landed back in the tank. But I've learned a thing about it already, this thing that I was using. I was wondering if I could make it jump when I put the other spiders in. I was hoping it might jump and eat one of them. But he didn't want to do it when I was watching. Well, we used to have corn snakes, didn't we? So we know a bit about strikes. What's the biggest thing I'd feed it? I don't know. I don't know what it likes yet. I want to keep it happy though. If it jumps, I want to see what it eats. But I was looking at the cards behind it as well, because I put those two bird cards. There's two bird cards there. One's like the red raven, and one's like the owl. So I was thinking, so ravens eat carrion, don't they? But all sorts of stuff. And owls eat prey smaller than themselves, normally. So that's just, I don't know if one's like a carrion spider and one's like a night spider. I don't really know. I don't know enough about them yet. But one's on the ground as well, isn't it? And one's flying. So, and one is flying. One's got a web that's high up, and one's down on the ground. Most of the time. It's fun. It's fun. It's a fun thing to do, isn't it? All the children want a load of spiders to keep now. Well, they always did anyway. Keep them in a matchbox normally under the bed. Or the snail in a teacup. I don't know. Now I've got 2 spiders. 3 actually. In a tank. Unless one's crept out. Unless they've all crept out. They'll probably follow the leader. They'll all be creeping out. Hey, there's another one outside. I think that looks like a coloured spider. I don't know what's doing out there though. That's what you call a cotton spider. Well, that's a different sort of cotton spider. He looks bitey thing. They all bite though, don't they? And there's a nest out the front. I saw a spider's nest under my windowsill. I could see it. I thought about poking it off with a broom, and then I thought, well, no, it's something for the birds to come and eat. Maybe something for me to watch anyway. When they all start dropping down, I'll see what they are. A panda. Well, because I think they've got little black eyes, aren't they? They're white with little black eyes. They come out. Oh, isn't that nice? I always wanted a panda. Well, there we go. Right, I'm going to get dressed and I don't know really. I'll sit there for now.